Yo, we'll be starting in just a couple minutes. What up? Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to another stream. I did say at the end of last year that I was looking to do, a couple short streams midweek if I can, if there was enough to talk about. I think there's a few things that we can talk about today, and I thought, What a good way to start the year. Yesterday I was I was out of it. I was well gone. I hope all of you have had a great new year. Your New Year celebrations was great, and I hope you've come into 2024 with awesome stuff. So, how's everyone been? Because we've got a few bits of information to get through today, and some of it is pretty nasty. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, let me put this controller here. Just remember, Xbox is number one. I mean, we can't not start with this one over here, right? I think this one here is like the perfect one to start with because it's like a perfect segue. The 2023 Steam Awards, Most Innovative Gameplay Award. Yeah, Brandon, that's the easiest way. I mean, as long as there's no nudity, it doesn't matter with the romance stuff. But if there's nudity, then that's a red flag. You just can't do any of that. But it looks like Starfield has won the Most Innovative Gameplay Award on Steam of all places. You know, that place where they said the game was boring, had no innovation, it was drab, mostly negative. And yet somehow our good buddies over there on the PC Hub somehow decided that out of all the games that came out this year, Starfield was the one to get the Most Innovative Gameplay Award. What's your thoughts on that? Yeah, if it contains nudity, just don't upload it. If there's just two people kissing, then that doesn't matter. You just can't show that titties and ass. That is the thing. After all that bashing on that they did, ponies try to rationalize why they shouldn't get Starfield. They really want to believe the reviews. No, ponies are basically on another level, dude. But yeah, this is funny seeing this, right? This is quite hilarious. I thought this was this is pretty on point as as funny as it's going to get. But you know, as long as there's no nudity, dude, you'll be fine. I think the January Game Pass, they're probably waiting for the developers direct to announce the Activision Blizzard drops that are going to go into Game Pass. That's only for you, Go Parkers. I'm still enjoying it. I think it's a good game. Way above mid. But you know, all those Steam players didn't think it was mid. They gave it the most innovative gameplay. I mean, the Game of the Year award goes to Baldur's Gate 3, right? There was no that should be a surprise to no one. But yeah. What are my thoughts on Avowed? I just haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough. I think it can be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. But I need to see more. I mean, they're different games, Jason. They're different games. I mean, when it comes to Avowed Eternal, all we've seen is some areas with a bear and a little bit of action. You kind of want to see, I don't know, maybe like 3-4 minutes of gameplay without any editing to just see what it's like. see some dialogue, see some magic if there is any, see some, well, there is magic, but see some combat, see how it plays, that sort of thing. I mean, at the moment, all we've seen is like tiny little reels all stitched together, like you're getting stuff stuck together with duct tape. Basically, what you would see if E3 was still about. Everything stuck together with duct tape, hoping for it to work. Baldur's Gate 3 is very mid. Devastator. Hey, Chaos Lounge, I'm on my lunch break at work. Nice. Enjoy your lunch, my dude. Hogwarts Deluxe Edition for $15? That's nice. Is Avowed AAA? It's supposed to be, yeah. Well, I would assume so. It's by Obsidian. So, take that as you will. But it's been their main focus for a while now. Starfield does have its problems, but I love the lore about the Starborn. I mean, all games have their problems, right? Starfield may have a few extra, but it still doesn't deter from the fun I'm having with it. Brian Intihar said Spider-Man 2 was mid. I thought Spider-Man 2 was alright. I didn't like the side quests. And they kind of force you to do the side quests if you want to level up your gadgets. I when I did my review, it lost a few points there. Well, it lost a point there, easy. The bugs on there also just pissed me off because they actually affected my gameplay. I really enjoyed Starfield. I mean, there were some dumb things in the Spider-Man 2 storyline. Hey, Power Boss. How's it going, buddy? But yeah, it's good to see that the PC crowd finally came round, though. He was the creative director on Spider-Man 2, and he said it was mid. I'm guessing that must be some Photoshop stuff. No, I did not. Path of Exile rabbit hole, huh? Oh, not good. I'll have to check it out, Bald Alpha. I'll have to have a look. But either way, good stuff for this, and it looks like we're onto a gooder. I'm guessing all of you have seen this by now. I've also covered this in my video. I think this is actually really interesting. I don't know if they're actually looking to release their own kind of hardware, or I mean, this to me over here looks like a PlayStation. Sony's Duo mobile phone. It's got the same clamshell design, and it's got two separate screens on either side that can display different things. So this actually looks like the clamshell Sony Duo 1 and 2 phone, if you've ever seen it. And I think these can just slide on the sides and then just give you that kind of full screen on that clamshell. I think it's I think this could be quite cool. That's been around for years now, dude, for Microsoft. That's a phone. Look up the Sony Duo phone. I don't have the link on me, but that's the phone. Not the Sony Duo, Microsoft Duo. Ah, I saw Alex was playing it the other day. That's a phone, yeah. Look it up, the Microsoft Duo. That's actually a phone. And so how it works is it's basically like a DS, but it opens up. And unlike the Samsung phone, where it's one big screen, on this you've got two separate screens. They can conform to display one big image, but you can also use them as two separate screens and have two different applications open on each screen. It's actually really cool. I really like it. They're working on the Surface Duo 3. They were supposed to release it last year, but they decided to go back on to the drawing board as it wasn't as big of a leap as they wanted it to be over the Duo 2. So they've kind of scrapped the current Surface Duo 3 and are now in redesign of it. But I'm guessing they're going to keep the clamshell design. I mean, this looks interesting. So you've got the Surface button there, game controller. So I think this is actually going to be all to do with the Surface Surface devices. It's going to integrate really nicely. This is weird. I don't know if this is something that someone designed. I'm guessing this wasn't part of the patents. So I don't think this is part of it. It can't be. That's just too bait. But that's the actual parts to it. No, I don't think that's the Galaxy Fold. That looks like the Surface Duo. Look up the Surface Duo, Force One. If you look up the Surface Duo, you'll see it. These? Kind of, but I think you can see that. I mean, they're designed like the Switch without a shadow of doubt. They are designed to be kind of in your hand, pretty looking uncomfortable, to be fair, but it still has that disjointed analog stick, the odd analog stick placement, so that's kind of cool because I prefer that. Hey, Steve. Can you two-player per remote? Probably not, because this one has the buttons, this one has no buttons. iDark, have you seen the Surface Duo? Let me bring up the Surface Duo. Let me just what am I looking for? 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 I don't know what I'm looking for. That's the Surface Duo. Now that looks a lot like that. You got the bezels there. If that isn't the Surface Duo, I don't know what is. And it's a phone. Hey, Andrew Holt. Thank you for being a new member. I appreciate you. I've kind of always wanted one because it looks kind of cool. But I can see it kind of like sliding down here or on this side here, connecting via Bluetooth, and it could just work. And then you'd have like that whole screen. No dimensions. It does use Android, yes. This uses Android. So this is the original Surface Duo. And then you've got the Surface Duo 2, which should be somewhere here. And that's the Surface Duo 2. I mean, it looks like a nice phone. I've personally always wanted one because I just like weird designs. I am one of the people that bought an Engage after all. Do you think the split screen is better designed than the portable single screen? I'm not sure. I can see the bezel for some people won't be, will be a deal breaker. Like, that bezel for some people is going to be a deal breaker regardless. Because even if it's like a full screen, that bezel is going to be there. So for some people, that's a massive deal breaker. Hey, Squiggles, how's it going? Ah, Dark, you had an Engage too. Legend. Hey, it looks like I wasn't alone with the. Lucas did a vid about Insomniac admitting Spider-Man 2 was mid. You know what? I need to. Someone post that video. Let's check it out. Someone post that video. Let's check that video out. Because we got some pretty dark stuff to get to here. And it's I'd like to do at least have something light-hearted to look at before I get to this one. Spider Mid. I think the Game Boy Advance had the perfect ratio. I don't want to need a case to carry it around. What do you mean? Wait, Bold. How dare you? Are you saying that this doesn't have the perfect ratio? This is like a great ratio. Look at it. Unlike your Game Boy Advance, I can use this as a weapon. Believe me, it will cause damage. I can use it as a gaming machine, emulation machine. Hell, I can even use it as a mini PC if you like using Linux. If you don't, buy an Asus ROG. But it can still be used as a weapon. And cause damage. That's a 44 Magnum effect, the bulky. The same crowd doesn't like Xbox is largely the same crowd that doesn't like Android. You know what? You're probably not wrong. Like, my brother is a avid Apple fan, and you can guess which platform he enjoys when it comes to gaming. Although recently, he has actually said that he has more fun playing his Nintendo Switch than he does his PS5. He's actually considering selling it. So that was quite funny. But yeah, that to me just looks like the Surface Duo. Oh, we got a pony in the house, boys. Honda Kong. Why do I get like that's a subliminal message to me? Happy New Year, dude. So, has anyone seen this? This is some horse shit that happened today. Millennia build? Nice. So get I guess these are the people that Game Limit actually supports and is fond of. But this is basically what actually came up. I'm gonna play it here. It's really disturbing, by the way. So, full disclaimer ahead. But this is what King Thrash and his buddies basically were talking about. It's quite Yeah, this is it, Power Boss. So Gaz got OT onto his show. Now, if you watch that show, I mean, Gaz is an expert, right? Let's face it. I mean, he might be more kind of center left, but he's not. You know, he is still an Xbox fan, and he will still defend Xbox. And just like with Nicola when they brought him on, they made fun of him a little bit, but Nicola took it in good faith. It was all good fun, and you know, it's what you kind of expect. They spoke about games. They asked questions. They gave everyone a chance to respond. OT was no different, and OT had a good time. You know, he even came out and said that he was treated with respect and everything. Gaz did absolutely nothing. This is what the PlayStation circle jerkers decided that they want. This is how they wanted to interpret that whole thing. The vid is third under vids on Lucas' channel. All right, I'll check it out. By the way, for those of you that want to recommend a video to react to on these streams, I've opened up a new section on my Discord, so you can actually go there now and just post the videos into that channel, and I can just pick them up on the day when I'm actually streaming, so we can actually react to them. So you can kind of like pre-list them, and on the day we can actually pick them up one by one and go through them. So do check that out on my Discord. But let's listen to this. Gamer Limit, I just want to know if you are in support of what's being said here. There's no sound? Yeah. Let me fix that. I just want to know, Gamer Limit, if you're in support of what's being said here. Nothing else. If you are, power to you, my friend. If you're not, also power to you. Where is it? Now you should have some audio.
With this Xbox, I saw OT going there, and I don't watch Gas, but when I noticed that Odie,
Odie was there on
his comedy, bro. The way he be doing some of his skits and shit is a little bit. I fuck with that dude. I had to go show out, bro. I just had to support the brother while he was out here.
I watched it. I didn't like what I saw. Not on Odie shit, but just how they was acting,
bro. It felt a little anti-black, but that's just me.
No, it was because they laughed at everything he said. Everything that he said, every time he talked,
he has sort of an
accent. They fucking
laughed. So, come on, you.
Yeah,
here's the
thing,
African
man. Brother right there.
I hate to paint with such a broad brush, but a lot of fucking Xbox fans are fucking racist, even the black ones.
Oh
my goodness!
Kids move to this day. That Lena Khan tweet. That Lena Khan tweet is the funniest thing I ever heard.
The thing is, I always equate Xbox fans to Republicans, bro. I feel like they are one and the same.
God damn, that's racist.
I feel like they one and the same, bro. They lie and believe their own lies, bro. Like they really try. They start to believe their own fucking lies, bro. It is what it is.
So this is what transpired today. So they all decided to get together, and apparently, they decided that, do you know what? And this actually, and you know, OT came out as well. Where is OT? You guys have always treated me well, even off Twitter. I am very okay with both of you. More collabos and freshes for 2024. You guys have done a lot in the entertainment and gaming space. I would like to be there. No issues with you guys. You know, he's been fine. OT didn't have a problem on the day. All right. You believe him? Cool. 1 second. I don't want no racist motherfucker in this channel. Goodbye. See you later, buddy. If you want to support racism, you can fuck off. Fucking dickhead. Nah, I just got rid of that pony. He can fuck off. I've got no time for racist pricks like that. There is literally no tolerance for me when it comes to racism. Hey, why so serious? How's it going? Hey, Jacola, Happy New Year. But this is... He tried to defend it here by giving excuses. There's no excuse for this. There's literally no excuse for this. At all. None whatsoever. That to me is... no way. What's Lucas's channel? Amazing Lucas, that's it. So if you're gonna sit there and start defending racist attitudes with me, no way. No way. I'm not even gonna entertain that for 2 seconds. Dark, essentially, in the Gas Cloud's own Discord, they're all together having a discussion, and they decided that they wanted to call most Xbox fans racist because that's what they are. Black or white, they're racist. So, and then there was a what I like to call a professional bellend, you know, a complete melt in the chat called the Gamer Limit. And he decided that he just openly said that he supports what they said, which means he is a full-on racist himself. And I've got no time for that, so I just timed him out for 100,000 seconds. He'll be back whenever, and when he comes back, I'll instantly ban him again. Well, time him out again, because apparently I can't actually ban people on this stupid thing. Yeah, so which one is it? Ah, this one. All right, let's check this out.
Did I call?
But under no circumstances am I going to stand here and let people turn around and say, hey, I'm a racist and I support racism, and they're going to stay here. No. Let me just see if this audio is fine.
Or did...
All right, let's check this out. But, you know, I think Gaz was right for getting annoyed. There was no need for that. Nothing was said to OT. Now, the whole Fritz thing with the transphobic thing, I think Fritz just went down the wrong path. You know, he should learn to keep his mouth shut. I said this as well, Power Boss, during Alex's stream, if you remember. I said it there and I'll say it here. When it comes to that sort of topic, you just keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything. Because you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You can't have an opinion as a influencer on social media. You're always going to offend someone, regardless of what it is. Everyone has a right to an opinion. I agree with that. But the way social media works, nah. I didn't say it's transphobic. I just said he shouldn't have said anything. Because you say one thing at a turn when it comes to that topic, it's wildfire, dude. That's all I was saying. Like, I didn't. We're not saying they're racist, dude. I've not said anyone, that's on PlayStation, Nintendo, or anything's racist. I actually find that quite offensive to anyone to think that I would accuse someone of being racist if they're not openly saying I am racist. Now, the gamer Limit openly said I'm a racist and I agree with what they're saying. So I kicked him from the channel. King Thrash and his cronies were basically calling Xbox fans racist. And I think that's disrespectful. And I think Gaz had a right to get annoyed at that. Anyway, let's check this video out.
Did I call it or did I call it? Oh my goodness. So I want people to remember when I said that the game was good, but not great. And people lost their minds, bruh. Going crazy, making tons of videos. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about, right? Remember when the first trailer came out and they were going, actually it was a little gameplay footage. And I said, this looks about somewhat of the same. And my whole energy just completely changed because I realized they weren't giving it their all. They weren't doing their best, okay? And people were like, oh, you're a hater, Lucas. You're not.
You know what? I actually remember seeing that video where he actually did come out and said after the reveal of the whole Black Venom outfit for Spidey, he said it was mid. He wasn't happy with it. He said he was hoping that there would be something bigger, but it never really came to fruition. Move this to the side.
Nothing but a hater. You just hate Insomniac. You just want to hate on him, Insomniac. Yeah. Remember? Remember where I was talking about, hey, they need to innovate. It seems like they hit a rut and they're doing the same thing to the point where now it's starting to feel like a template. It's starting to feel too familiar with other games. That's what it's starting to feel. And you remember the haters, bro? The haters just came out of the woodworks, bro. They were coming from the grave, some of them. We're talking about, oh, you're just a hater. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just, oh my goodness, you're probably Xbox. All this nonsense, bro. All this absolute prattle. Do you remember when they kept saying, Lucas, you don't even know. You have to wait till the game comes out. How do you know what's going to happen? You have to wait till the game comes out. You're judging a game and it's not even out yet. Do you remember all the stupid stuff they said to me, bro? Do you remember? Because I remember. I remember. Sure enough, the game comes out and who is right, bro? Who is right? Your boy is right. Who's right? I'm right. Hi, I'm right. That's correct. All right. Not half right, not a little bit right. All right. Everything.
You know what? His ego reminds me of me. Oh, we're going to get to that, Ninja Squirrel. Looks like he's talking to multiple cameras, yeah.
That I said. Everything that I wore, these little freaking dummies, okay? These simpletons, these dolts, these nincompoops. Everything that I said and warned them about the gameplay turns out to be the case. Turns out to be the case, whether it was combat, whether it was web swinging, whether it was the set pieces. Everything I said, whether it was the web wings, everything that I said, right. Now you have these goofies coming out talking about, well, you know, the game should have been delayed. That's what should have happened. The game should have been delayed. The game should have been delayed? What? What do you mean the game should have been delayed? You have these goofies talking about, well, the game was all right. It wasn't anything great. You know what? It shouldn't have won Game of the Year, but it was pretty good. What? I'm sorry, I beg your pardon? What? Do my ears deceive me? The game was just all right to you? I'm sorry. All these mofos talking a different tune now. Talking about, well, you know, the game was all right. You know, I think I'm waiting for my apology. And don't worry, I know it's never gonna come because they're idiots. That's what they are. It was easy to spot what was gonna happen to this game based off of the gameplay they had shown and their previous work. Now these mofos want to talk about an entirely different tune, talking about, well, the game should have done this and the game could have done this. I already said all this, and these mofos wanted to throw stones at me. And
so my question is, right, what could they have done differently with Spider-Man? I get what he's saying. I genuinely get what he's saying. But what difference could they have done? I mean, when it comes to Spider-Man, he's a one-trick pony. I mean, that's why they brought in Miles, right? Because he's a one-trick pony, but it's a different trick pony. See where I'm going with this? But, you know, it's a one-trick pony, so like, where are they going? I don't see what else you can actually do with Spider-Man outside of what they're actually doing. It's a pretty, and I hate to say this, but it's a pretty shallow game. There's no real depth to Spider-Man. He fires webs and he can climb up walls and swing. That's it. Look, they had a 19-inch Venom PP. What more did you want? Didn't you see the way Mary Jane got in front of that? She was like, Peter, hell no, that's mine, move. She wanted that Venom all for herself. Yeah, he is rambling on a little bit.
Sure enough, we now have video footage because Brian Intihar, the creative director of Spider-Man 2, is actually doing an interview with the founder of Insomniac Games, Ted Price. And you know what this mofo said? He said that he knew that they were going to hit the quality bar. That's correct. That's what he said. That they were talking to Sony and they were like, listen, this isn't going to hit the bar. We have a certain bar and y'all not hitting it, especially for this last act.
Like, I think back, I can't believe I'm telling the story. I remember when there was one part in the project where we realized that the back half of the game was, we weren't going to make it. Like, we weren't going to hit the quality bar. And, you know, we had a very, it wasn't, I'll say heated, but it wasn't heated like we were arguing. Like, I was like frustrated that we weren't going to get everything done. And I remember it was our Sony producers. It was Mark, Ara, Grady, Joe kind of saying, guys, we're not there every single day, but we see it. And Jeanette has confirmed it. Like, we're not going to get all the way there. And I had a really, I will say, an emotional reaction to that talk.
Bro, I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all can call me God, except with the small G, all right? Call me God with a small G. That's what needs to be my name. Because I told you all this. And when it came to the story, I was like, what is this story? This story is trash, bro. When it comes to Venom, I'm like, what are y'all doing with Venom? How are we going to have more Venom how are we going to have more Mary Jane than we have Venom? When it came to Mary Jane, I was like, listen, y'all doing too, why are we playing as Mary Jane again? Albeit it was an improvement, but yo, we don't need to have all this Mary Jane. I called it.
You know, that's the one thing I didn't actually get. Why did we need a Mary Jane segment? The game cost what, 390 million? Whatever it was. Why not just cut the Mary Jane part out completely and save yourself maybe 30, 40 million on the budget? Like, what need was there to have that section in there? I don't feel it added anything of any value. That being said, though, her part was the only section in the game that actually felt like a stealth game. And let's face it, she was deadlier than Spider-Man. In fact, she was better than Spider-Man. She took these enemies out in one hit. That is something Spider-Man couldn't do. Neither Spider-Man could do. Spider-Man or Miles Morales. Now I'm going to get called out for calling him Miles Morales. Intihar said they wanted to make it inclusive to show a normal person could be a superhero too. See, that's dumb. You don't watch a superhero movie like Iron Man or the Hulk so Timmy can go and try and fight against Thanos, do you? You don't watch Superman or Aquaman to see little Timmy jumping into the ocean to see how far he can swim. Do you know what I mean? There's a time and a place. That isn't one of them. Exactly. And our poor Timmy's always used as an example here. Mate, if Spider-Man had that taser gun, the game would have been over in like 10 minutes. It didn't even have to do anything. Just go to Craven, tase him, off you go. Game done. End of story. Though, fun fact, without anyone looking it up, right? Without anyone looking it up, you ready? And the first person to get this right, without looking it up, I'll try sort you out a little reward. Just join my Discord and send me a message. I'll see what I can do. Metal Gear Solid 4. How long were the cutscenes, and what was the longest cutscene in there? Don't Google it. Play fair. Just guess. Just guess. You're all wrong. And you're all under both the hours and the longest cutscene. You're all under. Shoot higher. Shoot higher. Higher than 45. All right, Dark Vortex, I'm going to give you the minutes because you're virtually there. Dark Vortex, you said 72 minutes. The longest cutscene in that game is 71 minutes. One cutscene is 71 minutes. So drop me a Discord message and I'll sort you something out. What about hours? Anyone for hours? Wallahi, they're taking the piss, yeah. Wallahi billahi. Come on. You're so someone was really close. 39 hours for cutscenes. Are you crazy? Come on. The game was 18 hours long. The game is 18 hours long. $18 hours, you just say 39 hours. Squiggles, you got it. Contact me on Discord and I'll sort you out after thing. So the game collectively, for an 18-hour game, had 8 hours of cutscenes for the story, and the longest cutscene in that 8 hours was 71 minutes. How about that? How about that? Now that's what you call. It was a damn good watch, though.
I called it, Brett. It was obvious. Anyone who didn't have Insomniac's...
I mean, I remember in Final Fantasy 14, for those of you that are going to be jumping on there, I'm going to be doing a quick video going over some of the stuff for Final Fantasy 14, because the game is landing around, the beta is landing around the 16th of January, somewhere between the 16th of January and I think the 2nd or 3rd of February. So I'll probably do a video over the next few days just going over some of the basic stuff that you guys need to know about the game, what to keep in mind, what to soldier through. For those of you that are at least looking to give it a try, because it's the beta that's going to be available on the Xbox is going to be free. So give it a try.
Le coq down their throat, down their esophagus, while they were talking, could see this. But of course, you're gonna have these actual I don't know what they call themselves, insomniac idiots or insomniac cucks, insomniac cucks. Maybe that's what
there was one part in the project.
Where did it say it was mid? Though I must have missed it where he said it was mid.
Telling the story, I remember when there was one part in the project where we realized that the back half of the game was we weren't going to make it. Like we weren't going to hit the quality bar, and we had a very it wasn't, I'll say heated, but it wasn't heated like we were arguing. Like I was like frustrated that we weren't going to get everything done. And I remember it was our Sony producers. It was Mark, Ara, Grady, Joe kind of saying, guys, we're not there every single day, but we see it. And Jeanette has confirmed it. Like we're not going to get all the way there. And I had a really, I will say, an emotional reaction to that talk.
Bro, I don't know what to tell y'all.
Honestly, Jess, I think the game is all right, but if you've played Spider-Man 1, it's not a giant leap. And as Sony actually said themselves, is it 3 times as good because it costs 3 times as much to make? And outside of it being graphically better, I just don't think it is. And I don't feel like Venom added anything to the game. Venom kind of came and went so quickly. Kraven's, I mean, before I go into my personal opinion on the game, does everyone here has played it outside of I guess Jess? But Jess, do you mind me talking about it? If you don't close your ears for like 2 minutes. So my view was this, right? When Venom came on, you didn't really get that much playtime with him. You didn't really get to do... There wasn't much interaction. It was all kind of funneled in one direction. What we saw in the trailers with Venom swinging about in the streets and you were chasing after, swinging after Venom, none of that happened. That was all false advertising. That was what I expected to happen. It didn't happen. None of that is in the game. And Kraven's demise was pretty shit, honestly. I was really disappointed. After everything that he did, all the enemies that he defeated, the way he basically just made Spidey look silly, and to go out like that just felt... I mean, I know Venom is strong, but it just felt anticlimactic, I guess. Maybe, Doc, but at the end of the day, they sold it on that premise, right? It's like me showing you an awesome trailer of something, a game or a movie, and saying, this is what you're getting. And then you get it, and you're like, well, where was that part that you sold me on the trailer? And it's like, yeah, we decided to rip that out on the last minute. It's like this game I'm playing, this free-to-play game I'm playing. They gave me access to the test server. We tried out the character. The character was all great, overpowered, everything. So we recommended the character to, other people because that character was just completely broken. And then they went and nerfed the character by 50%. You can't be doing that. If you're showcasing something, it's got to be there. Yeah, it's like Infinity War without Thanos. Like, replace Thanos with little Timmy. You just see little Timmy there with 2 rocks just trying to click. And that's what it felt like. Hey, Chris, how's it going? I mean, Venom is coming as a DLC later, as we know. I think it's going to be like 8 hours long. But I don't think he says anything else. All he's talking about is... this Spider Arena, the Spider-Verse, that sounded like a bad idea. That sounded like a bad idea. Oh, there's more.
That fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.
Like, we weren't going to hit the quality bar and,
Okay. Anything else that you guys want to check out? 19 inches of Venom was for how long he was playable in the game, not for the collector's edition. No. That 19 inches of Venom was to show me MJ. That was all for MJ. So what do you think about this? What do you think about this story? Oh, this is this made me laugh. Joseph, forget about it being generic. I'm going to give it a try. I'll give it a try because I like Horizon. But Horizon MMO targeting PC and mobile platforms. Isn't there a platform missing? I don't know. There seems to be a specific platform missing there. Am I the only one that's seeing this, right? There seems to be a platform missing there, right? I'm not the only one that's thinking this. There is a platform missing here. And apparently it's been in development already for 3 years. Horizon Zero Dawn was amazing. Zero Dawn was fantastic, seriously. The story, the characters, Reddick, they were all awesome. Forbidden West just felt like a padded mess. They kind of took the formula of what made Zero Dawn really good and then said, how can we make it better? They said, make it bigger, add more pointless stuff, release it in a buggy mess so the user can't actually see what they've actually achieved on the map. So every time they restart the game, everything will reappear so they can waste even more time. That's good padding so they can go back and actually, realize that they've already done those sections. That bug was in there for like 4 months. Can you imagine how annoyed I was going back to each of those locations thinking, am I going crazy? I've done this before. And then I was right. I've done that puzzle before. So I actually put it down. But I think Burning Shores was way better than Forbidden West. I think Forbidden West just missed the mark on so many different situations. Yeah, Power Boss, agreed. You know, they went off track. I don't know what they were trying to do, whether they were trying to, you know, be more inclusive. I just, you know, the good thing about the first one was that connection with was it Rote? I think his name was the guy, you know, the guy that looked after Aloy when she was a little girl because she was outcast because she came out of the machine. Rolf? You sure it's Rolf? That doesn't sound right. That don't sound right. But Burning Shores was a much better game, in my opinion, than Forbidden West. I mean, I'm hoping it. I mean, it'd be funny if you look down here. Horizon series will continue to play a massive role in PlayStation's future IP 2021 beyond, following Horizon Forbidden West's upcoming PC port. New IP content, including an MMO RPG from NCSoft, will be released over time. A new job listing from the studio seemingly confirms this project after reports revealed its initial details last year. Why it matters. Guerrilla Games previously confirmed that the franchise would run for many years, and such projects should keep players engaged with fresh experiences. Everything I have found about Horizon MMO, the game is now essentially confirmed to be in development, as an NCSoft employee posted a job listing on LinkedIn with a codename logo stylized similarly to the logo of Horizon Games. It's developed under blah. The MMO may be titled Land of Salvation, which is currently being developed under the codename Project Skyline. The job listing includes codename with a font oddly similar to Horizon logo from Guerrilla Games' past work. Connecting the dots, Twitter user Kurakatis believes that the online game is all but confirmed at this point. According to these details, Unreal Engine 5 will be used for this project. But they're not using the Decima engine, right? That's the one that was used for the actual game. So they're not using the Decima engine that was used for the single player games. So they are going to Unreal Engine. The Horizon MMORPG also appears to be targeting mobile and PC platforms. While the job listing doesn't mention PlayStation, or console platforms, seeing this IP skipping a console release would be odd. So there's actually no confirmation right now if it's going to be on PlayStation 5 or not. So that should be quite fun. Did I ever play Subnautica? No. I've seen it being played, but I've not played it myself. I mean, that's the problem with NCSoft, right? That they do have that kind of track record where they make the game look absolutely beautiful with Unreal Engine, but there's no substance to the game. And being NCSoft, most of their games are kind of like free to play. I guess they do have a couple of buy to plays, but there's so much pay to win in there. Like, what games does NCSoft actually make? Pay to win. I don't know if these have any pay to win. I would assume that's got pay to win. It's a mobile game. Pay to win. Is that all they make? Oh yeah, Blade Boss. I played it. Mate, when I remember when Blade and Soul first came out, what was it that I saw? Yeah, something similar to this, and I was like, yep, I'm giving it a try. I'm sold. I'm a simple human. I see titties and ass. I'm going to give it a try. It's free. But I thought that was quite crazy. Did you guys see the situation with Nibs? Where is it? Yeah, this one over here. He's quickly tried to change it by saying, you know, the goal was never moved. It's just there's fanboys on this app. Can anyone tell me how that isn't moving the goalposts? And if it isn't, I just want to know where I went wrong. Hey, Powerboss, I don't know what you're talking about. Blade and Soul has no pay to win. Point I'm making is that the Xbox has no games complaint, which is valid only in context of poor cadence of first-party releases. First-party PlayStation games, firstly, PlayStation did have games. It's just you're all too hung up on the first-party thing, which most consumers don't care about. I mean, he's decided to come out and do like a... Yeah, no one's reading that. No one's reading. No one's got time for that. To explain himself. You don't need to explain yourself. The thing is, right, the guy comes out saying he doesn't console war. He doesn't care about the platforms. He just plays games, right? As you guys know, I've got an Xbox, I've got a PlayStation, I've got a Switch, I've got a PC. I game a lot on PC. I play games on PlayStation. I play games on Xbox. Right? I've never hidden that from anyone. If I like a game on PlayStation, I say I like a game on PlayStation. If it deserves credit, it deserves credit. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I've never hidden that. What you see is what you get. But with this guy, he likes to play the I'm a neutral card, but then be a full-on pony. Do I have a sweeter spot to Xbox? Yes, I do. That's never been hidden. You know, I remember one time at work when I used to go to the office before they allowed me to work from home. I remember on my birthday, I walked in and I had like an Xbox t-shirt there waiting for me. And I was like, who did this? And my friend goes, no, you don't have to hide it. We all know you're an Xbox shop. I mean, everyone knows that I've got a sweeter spot for Xbox. But I do like my PlayStation. You know, I do like some of their games. I've never hidden this. But this guy plays the neutral card, but then shits on Xbox every chance he gets. Even when it's not deserved. Hey, Wayne's World, Happy New Year, buddy. I know, I just find it so weird. I just find it so weird. Best Buy has begun removing all physical media and displays. Oh, how do you feel about that? Look, yesterday I called out Phil Spencer for banning that. Well, not Phil Spencer. Well, Phil didn't ban him specifically, but that Baldur's Gate issue where the guy auto-uploaded that nude image. He recorded it and it auto-uploaded and he got banned 1 year for it. I think that's unacceptable. And so I made a post calling Xbox out on it. It was even in my video today where I said it's not acceptable. Xbox needs to do better. You know, they need to be better. If the game is over 18, when you go to take the image, make it so it doesn't auto-upload. No matter what your settings are, Make it require a manual push to go to the servers. How easy is it for you to forget that you've got auto upload enabled? You see some really cool scene in the game you're playing, but just because it's showing a naked ass cheeks, you're getting banned for a year. But the whole banning thing was just stupid. I don't agree with it. So, in cases where it's right, I call them out because I feel like that's the right thing to do. Ah, this guy. Did you guys see what he Did you see what he said? So do you remember when people were comparing the Steam Deck to the Portal? Right? And what was Hart saying? How can you compare a $500 device to a $200 device, even though it's actually $350 for starting? He was saying it's more expensive. How can you compare it? I'm not sure if you all remember that, right? He's even doing it here. Right? I bet you a certain community of gamers would cap for buying this experience for $1,500 before simply getting a PS Portal which plays PS5 games at 60 FPS. It doesn't play PS5 games at 60 FPS, you fucking bellend. It's literally just mirroring what you're doing. What type of a fucking... Anyway, he's doing it here, right? But the other day, he was parading that a $1,100 PSVR 2 combo was better than a $350 Quest 3. So he's literally trying to say that that can't compete with that because of the price. Yet just a few days ago, he was saying that a $1,100, combo with a PS5 and a PSVR is way better than a $350, $400 Quest 3. I shit you not. I guarantee you, right, that at some point when he was a baby, he wasn't dropped once, but he was dropped at least 4 or 5 times on his head. And his IQ pretty much dropped below Kong from Rise of Kong. I'm pretty sure that his IQ is lower than the rating Kong got. I mean, PS Portal, which plays PS5 games at 60 FPS. I mean, it can't play PS5 games at 60. Fuck 60 FPS. It can't even play PS5 games. Like, yeah. Had to go back to work. We're closed now. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Like, how dumb is this guy? I swear he's missing a few brain cells. He has to be. How did this win innovative gameplay when Baldur's Gate 3 exists? Because it's just it's more innovative. Xbox should not stop making console exclusives. Well, sucks because they are. There's no console exclusives when it comes to first party. Cole Eastwood, the community has spoken. Steam 2023 is the most innovative. I mean, I think this is the biggest troll of them all, right? Review bomb to living hell. Mostly negative, yet it wins the Steam. It got the most votes for the Steam Award for most innovative gameplay award. Come on. Exactly, Dark. Zero, it's not always. It doesn't always not save. It is intermittent on it happening, but sometimes it just won't save. It will say saved, but it won't actually save to your hard disk. If you are playing Baldur's Gate 3 on the Xbox, create a Larian account, save, make sure you enable cloud saves in the options, and get those saves saved to the cloud until there's a fix. Larian is blaming Microsoft for this. I can't see how they're blaming Microsoft. This should have been picked up during their testing. But if you are playing Baldur's Gate 3 on Xbox, don't do what this other guy did and he lost his 50-hour save. That's painful. You don't want to do that. Trust me. Imagine your hypocrisy that it's okay that Skyrim was dogpiled and bandwagon to mostly negative, and now the same community voted it most innovative gameplay. Ironically. Sure instills trust in the validity of user reviews, doesn't it? Hey, Tommy Holt, thanks for that sub. I appreciate it. We're on our way to 10,000 subs. It is going good. So I hope you all had an awesome new year and you've had a nice break. For those of you that are now back at work, yeah, here's all the Steam Awards. Game of the Year, to no one's surprise, Baldur's Gate. VR Game of the Year, Labyrinth Fine. That would have been funny if it was Returnal, because they've now modded Returnal. Returnal is actually playable on VR on PC before it's playable on VR on PlayStation. How about that? Yeah, I'm on 10,000 is my next goal. That's my first milestone for the year. I think we can get there in a few months. As long as you guys are still enjoying my contents and my streams. Best game on Steam Deck, Hogwarts Legacy. You know what? I'm going to have to give that a try because clearly it might actually be an easy way for me to play it. Labor of Love, Red Dead Redemption 2. Better with Friends, Lethal Company. Yeah, this is probably one I'm going to want to... So I'm going to organize a community night. I'm still trying to work out just the games and stuff, and then I'm going to put a poll up on Discord to see what people want to do. I'm thinking of games that more people can actually get their hands on, whether it's on crossplay mobile, but it needs to be on like as many platforms as we can get it to make it fun. But Lethal Company is probably one of them that's going to be on that list because I think that game looks quite fun. Outstanding visual style, Atomic Heart was actually really good. I think that's a decent one. Most innovative gameplay for Starfield. Best game you suck at, Sifu. Best soundtrack, The Last of Us Part 1. Outstanding story, rich game, Baldur's Gate 3. And sit back and relax, Dave the Diver. Brotato. If you've got it on PC, there's some really cool mods to replace Sifu himself with other anime characters that I've seen. Looks kind of cool. I just bought Hogwarts Legacy with some Christmas money. It's beautiful on Xbox. I'd have got it on Xbox, but I got it gifted on PC, so. Next level. To add screen capture and just... Oh, we got a new follow. Scorpio! Thank you very much. Next level, to add screen capture and just show the Discord. Lol, if your community is important, give them some effort. Why not show gameplay, add cameras, anything? Let's evolve content. Yeah. I want to add a little section here that shows gameplay and stuff. Something I've been thinking about. Minecraft movie casts Jack Black as Steve. Really? There's a Minecraft movie? That sounds weird. How can they do a Minecraft movie? But you know what? I'm going to go watch it anyway. My kids are massive Minecraft fans. I've been playing modded Minecraft. And my kids, dude, ever since I introduced my kids to mods, that's it. That's it. Every game that they can mod is modded. Every game that has the opportunity to mod gets modded. Like on, what is it? Lethal Company. They've added so many mods with weapons, new creatures, new enemies and stuff in there. It doesn't even look like Lethal Company anymore. It's crazy. Sony doesn't have the capacity to release 2-3 first-party games every year, especially when games are taking even longer. Oh, come on, Zeke. We know that's rubbish. We know that's rubbish. What is Boom saying? Did you notice that there wasn't one PlayStation exclusive on that entire list? Oh, did you guys see this? So they did a survey. I showed it to you. I showed it in my previous, I think it was my first video of the year. Or it could have been a second video. Can't remember. But they did a survey where they wanted to see what are the most played games on PlayStation around the globe. And as you can see, no first-party games. No first-party games? No first-party games? No first-party games. But they did like to play Call of Duty. Lots of Call of Duty. Fortnite is huge, dude. Fortnite is huge. I remember reading that Minecraft was supposed to be there as well. But I thought that was quite funny. That not even PlayStation players want to play PlayStation exclusives. My kids play my youngest son, he plays Fortnite, Rocket League, and Roblox. Those are all the games he plays. He doesn't want anything else. Not for he's got a PS5 there, a Nintendo Switch, the Steam Deck. He's got the Xbox Series X. He's got my PC for gaming. He can play anything. But he will sit on my 3090 Ti PC and play Roblox. A piece of me dies when I see him doing that. That's cold. Mods are why most Bethesda games and Minecraft have lasted so long. Yeah. Mods are huge, man. They just add new life to the game. They add so much life to the game. Look at that reach. Look at that cope. I thought this person disappeared, but they're back. They are back. Why Xbox should discourse? Oh God, Unleashed! I can't stand that guy. Oh God, Reforge Gaming really tuned the final 30 minutes of his Nintendo stream into a members-only AMA. Jeez. First, Reforge Gaming confuses Luigi's Man. No way. He didn't.
Luigi's Mansion for the Switch 2? Well, I'm curious about that, Parasito. I almost kind of brought that up in the opening monologue, how another thing they're doing this year that I was a little bit disappointed by when we saw Luigi's Mansion mentioned. I thought we were going to get another Luigi's Mansion. They're doing like an HD remaster. Why? Why? Like, does that, I feel like that kind of points to a Switch 2, doesn't it? Like, do you really need to do that? My kiddos and I played that on the Switch. It was great. I don't understand. It's Luigi's Mansion 2, right? They're doing the remaster of Luigi's Mansion 2. Luigi's Mansion 2 remaster. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is coming out this year. Like, why?
This is the guy that was cheering and celebrating The Last of Us being remade 50 times. And he's asking why a GameCube game is being remade. I'm correct, right? Luigi's Mansion 2 was on the GameCube. Yeah, see? That's what I thought. We're talking like how many generations ago did the Luigi's Mansion come out and they're, redoing it? Well, are you sure Luigi's Mansion wasn't available? Luigi's Mansion 2 was first released in 2013 for the Nintendo 3DS and is the sequel to Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube. Okay, so the original was released on thing. Even then, 2013. The game was released in 2013. It hasn't had a home console port, just a handheld. So it's been 10 years, moving to 11 years. And he sees that as too long. I mean, not, the distance isn't long enough for them to release it. But them releasing The Last of Us Part 2 last year and then releasing it again this year. Wow, this guy is, wow. 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 Oh, man. I mean, I'll buy it. Luigi's Mansion is amazing. So much fun. Well deserved. Starfield launch set record for most Game Pass subscriptions added on a single day ever. If anybody at Xbox buys this line of arguments, Sanchez should personally call them up and fire them himself. That dumb article argues that there's no benefit to Game Pass with exclusive games. Did Sony pay the idiot to write that garbage? Starfield is proof this isn't true. What is it saying? Here's what... Oh, this dude. I, for one, can say that the main reason I purchased the PS5 over Xbox Series X was so I can play the likes of Marvel's Spider-Man, God of War, and the next Naughty Dog project on the first day of release, as these are some of the highest rated game franchises of the last few years. Most gamers will feel that such a move is implausible. You'd never expect to see Mario or Kratos on a rival console, so why would Xbox do the same with Master Chief? But I'd argue that Game Pass has changed the landscape. Exclusives only make sense when you're attempting to sell more consoles than your rivals. But the same logic doesn't apply to Game Pass. Plus, it was once unimaginable to think of Sonic the Hedgehog on a Nintendo console, yet here we are. So, you twat, Mr. Twat, what's his name? Mr. Ryan Jones Twat. I don't even understand how, you've even got the role of a deputy editor. If it's now imaginable, Mr. Twat, to have Sonic the Hedgehog on a Nintendo console, because it is, and if it's imaginable to have Master Chief on PlayStation, don't you think it's imaginable to have Kratos on Xbox, Mr. Twat? Man, I swear these people have their brains all fucking screwed. Even Sony has acknowledged that its console's user base can be restrictive when attempting to turn a profit. Of course, they don't buy games. Sony has acknowledged that they don't buy games. How many times does Sony have to come out and say they don't buy enough, they just don't buy enough games. Oh, what did you think of this? Do you remember all that time that Sony was saying, all the PlayStation fanboys were saying, no, you can't make a Call of Duty successor. It's difficult. Well, apparently PlayStation is now developing a COD killer. The fact that they called it a COD killer means it's going to be dead on arrival, but apparently it's codenamed Conflict Zone. However, this game development cycle appears to be 10 years, which goes hand in hand, that 10-year cycle, with when the contract expires. But the moment you call yourself an any game killer, you're doomed to fail, because it's just not going to happen. Look at this. That still looks like a vagina. I don't care what anyone says. That just looks... What's nasty is that it's bleeding too. No, it's not 2027. It's 10 years. I thought this game was going to be like Nier Automata, which I value a lot. I think it's a really good game, but unfortunately, everything that this game is showing me, it's just a boss battle simulator, and that's a little disappointing. But that ass is up there. But it would be nice if this wasn't just a boss hunting simulator, because everything that I'm seeing here just makes this look like a boss hunting simulator, which is disappointing. Fallout 76, which has reached 17 million people, is getting lots more content in 2024. Well, it was never going to get less content. Look, anime compilations, I agree. They should pick up Project Mugen. That's what they need to pick up. Project Mugen looks great. So that Mickey Mouse horror game is looking interesting. Ben Studio on their new IP, We Cooking. But we won't show you anything because we don't actually have anything. But if we tell you we're cooking, it'll get you all excited and our share price might go up a little. We need money. According to sources, there is a game that will be announced on the day of its the Xbox Developer Direct episode, as happened with Hi-Fi Rush. So there's going to be a shadow drop on the same day? Interesting. That's interesting. Mate, what the fuck is this? Were they? Isn't Bendy already? Who made Bendy? Published by Kindly Beast. Look, the good thing about Shadow... Look, there's two things that are... You know, when it comes to Shadow Drops, it's hit and miss, right? There's no hype for the game, so that's bad. But a good thing about the Shadow Drop is that there's no one there that will basically taint the game entirely. You know, there's no one there that's going to basically shit on the game the moment it hits the embargo. Starfield was voted the 7th best game of 2023 by Eurogamer readers. Yep. What the Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh. My God. My God. What do you think of this? So apparently that's what's most popular as per states. I'll be honest, the Switch actually has a lot more popularity than I actually thought it would. But I thought it would be more green, especially in the US. It does need a bit more green, doesn't it, Wayne's World? Man, Aphrodite, you are they're after you. They are so after you. Don't burn it, please. They're all scared. They're all scared. They're all scared. After more than 40 million votes. Jesus. I want to see the new Gears. That's what I want to see. The new Gears and the new Halo. And I'm really worried about Outlaws because that game is either going to be really, really good or it's going to be really, really bad. I don't think there's going to be a middle ground for Outlaws. I really don't. I wonder if we're going to get COD in January. I wonder if we're going to get COD in January. What else was I seeing? I mean, as Thomas says here, it's a gamble. Either it works or it doesn't. But it's a 10-year investment that they're giving this game. What's your thoughts on Square Enix going aggressive in AI? Is it here? No. I'm looking for something in particular. This is awesome.
I haven't got that yet with Starfield, but I'm not far in it. But I want to say one thing, though. Mm-hmm. The game is, so far, based on word of mouth, reviews, it's a disappointment.
Okay.
I don't think it's a bad game, but it is a disappointment considering.
I mean, how much have you played?
Like 3 hours.
Hey, and
what's disappointing about it to you?
To me, it just doesn't get. First of all, I thought the intro was horrendous. I think the writing.
What about the intro? What about the intro was horrendous?
It just was very lackluster. Like if you compare it to Skyrim, immediately you're fighting a dragon, and then you're sent out into the world to do anything you want. Like literally anything you want. Whereas this is a little bit, like I said, it's a little more shallow. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit almost more like Mass Effect, where it's more story oriented. It's pushing you in a certain direction.
Do you think that was the choices you made? What is her name? Lynn or Lim, the lady who's your boss? Do you think part of it is just the fact that she asked you to burn the bodies and shit, and it should be more of a choice versus she forces you to do it, and it's almost like it's scripted at that point?
That's some of it.
I mean, that didn't happen at all in the game, so I'm assuming you haven't played it yet, correct?
No, I swear to God, I played it, but it's
wow.
Like when you go to.
I mean, that didn't happen. The fact that she asked you to burn the bodies and shit, and it should be more of a choice versus she forces you to do it, and it's almost like it's scripted at that point.
That's some of it.
I mean, that didn't happen at all in the game, so I'm assuming you haven't played it yet, correct?
No, I swear to God, I played it, but
imagine coming on. Imagine coming on to a phone call to lie and then get caught out and then double down and you played it. It's like, come on, man. At that point, I would literally hang up the phone and pretend this never happened and hope it never gets clipped. Right? You do not double down. But my dude decided to double down on that shit. No. For real, I played it. Man. You gotta believe me, Captain. Give me a chance. You gotta believe me. God damn, man. God damn. And look, Chili, what I find funny more than anything is the fact that it got people review bombed it to living hell and it still ended up winning. Is that true, Squiggles? That's cold, man. So this is Project Mugen, for those of you that haven't seen. Let me know if you actually, if you know, like, that looks like they ripped off Spider-Man entirely, right? So this is the new one that I think Microsoft should definitely go after. But if you look at the swinging, it looks like they just ripped off Spider-Man swinging entirely. The swinging antics over here just look absolutely insane. Yeah, I think Phil should definitely go for this. And they've just made a partnership with NetEase. I think they should try and definitely get this as a Xbox PC exclusive. I think they should really move in to try and do that. I think this will do really, really well. At the moment, it's on PC, and the projected console platform is PlayStation, but there's no contract in place. I think Microsoft should definitely move in. I know they've been looking for gacha games that basically will bring in money. This one looks like it's going to bring in money. And since they've just, mended those bridges, I mean, even if it's not for the Western market, this would be amazing as a game to, push the Japanese market. That, a bit of a foot fetish for those of you that like that foot fetish stuff. Yeah, Terminus, I agree. I appreciate this might not be to everyone's liking, but Xbox is missing these games. Games of this caliber, it's missing this style, and it kind of needs it. The closest game that they had to something like this remotely was Sunset Overdrive, in my opinion. Like, this looks insane. Like, this is probably going to be the next gacha game that I actually play. Hey, Susano. And look, these games are never PG, but Project Mugen looks damn impressive. I even said here, with Microsoft going into contracts with NetEase, I do think this is a game Phil Spencer should try and secure on Xbox PC as an exclusive. They've been looking for games like this. They should try and take this. I don't know if they will, but I think that's like a massive opportunity for them. They really want to take that. Yeah, I agree. And I think, the JRPGs are the ones they're missing. The Conspiracy by Reforge Gaming. Good Lord. He just doesn't quit, does he? What did PlayStation win? I don't want something for The Last of Us. That's a nice ship. Hey, Josh, I'm doing well, thanks. I think this game is on PC, mobile, and PlayStation from what I heard. I know PC is confirmed and mobile. Console, people are saying PlayStation, but there's no confirmation. But at the end of the day, it's quite easy for PlayStation to drop and Xbox to appear, right? Money talks. What do you think of this one over here? So, only 23 million people, or let's say to round up to 24, out of the 50 million PS5 owners actually have PS Plus. And from the 117 million PS4s, only 22 million have PlayStation Plus. 79% of them is actually on the cheapest essential. I find it odd that premium is higher than extras, though, on both accounts. That's weird. Like, no one the value of extra seems to not be as good for people. Chaos, it didn't take Sony ponies one day without crying or talking. Oh, I know. I know. I'm kind of wondering if the Xbox and PlayStation have the problems Apple's hardware has. Last developer kit I had was for the PS3 and only know the switches out of the current gen. Who knows? I mean, I think it's a case of both, right? I mean, I get it for PS4. For PS4, I get, because I don't think the value of premium is worth. I think extras is a sweet spot, but 9% is pretty small. But then again, it is the PS4, so it is limited in what you're getting nowadays. But with the PS5, I really expected more to be on. Well, I expected that 23 million to be somewhere like, 40 million. Yeah, premium just isn't great. I've never been a fan of the fact that they paywall demos or trials. I think that's stupid. Trials and demos shouldn't be paywalled. Hey, Diablo, how's it going? Chaos, this is where we will see ABK Games dropping. The question is, when will Microsoft have a roundabout like they did with Bethesda or a showcase? We should be getting a showcase this month. Early this month. So we're expecting it within the next week or so for the showcase. The question is, are we going to get a showcase before PlayStation gets their super secret Pornhub sponsored exclusive showcase? Have Game Pass and Nvidia and so many gaming services. That's the reason why people are not really subscribing to PlayStation Plus, because of other options that will save the money. No, I get that. But what I'm saying is, this platform here has 117 million units sold. And it's only got a 22 million subscriber base. This one has a 50 million units. So I'm guessing a lot of people migrated from here to here. But 23 million, or 24 if you want to round that up, is less than half of the people who buy PS5s are signing up for any online games at all. They do, OG. They do. Anything that has online play that's not free to play, they do. I guess Warzone probably doesn't, as it's free to play. I mean, I get both. I thought what Sony did this year was quite scummy with their discount. So, during Black Friday, they had like a 25% discount, but it was only to new customers. If you was an existing loyal customer that has been with PlayStation Plus for so long, they gave you the middle finger and told you to piss off because you're not valued. They have your money. Now piss off, bugger off. They only cared about new customers. Bonaya, that is the expected time because what's its name? Phil Spencer said that, Xbox channel said that the Activision Blizzard games will be dropping in January. So with that and the fact that we haven't had our any information on release dates, we're expecting one very soon. I mean, this is leaked from Sony. Whether it's public or not is irrelevant. This is a leaked Sony document. They would know internally what's on Plus and what's not. The official Xbox account said January that there's Activision Blizzard games are going to start dropping, and they're going to be dropping. They're not dropping it all in one go. They're going to be dropping them in batches every month. My guess is to just keep engagement going and provide people with something to play every month. Yeah, something like that. Baldur's Gate 3 total hours played as of December 6th. 23 converts to 18 million. December 20th, 14 days later, had 22. Not bad, but they still had 14 days extra. Because while we're talking of ABK quickly, do you think we will see Transformers drop? I'm hoping so. I've been waiting for those games a while. I'm hoping we will get to see some. I still need to do the new game plus on this because apparently there's a new ending. The true ending for Alan Wake before the DLC lands. So I need to replay that. I still can't believe there's a Minecraft movie. How the hell do you throw a controller through your TV? Well, newsflash, KOTOR remake isn't happening. What do I think is going to be the first one? I'd like it to be Hellblade 2, but I think that's going to come in the middle of the year. I think we could see Stalker. I think we could see Stalker. I think they could drop Stalker. Yeah, I think Stalker 2 could be the one that they're going to drop. Is that a big game though? See, I see Towerborn being the one that they shadow drop. They'll release Stalker in the first quarter, and during the presentation, they will shadow drop Towerborn. I think that would be actually quite cool. And then Towerborn will have the same effect as Hi-Fi Rush. That makes a lot more sense to me. I think Avowed is going to be at the end of the year. I didn't say Stalker 2 isn't big. I just think Hellblade 2 has got a bigger stigma to it. God, can you imagine if StarCraft was shadow dropped? Oh my God. All I'm going to say is if any of these games have any issues, stability, graphical, performance, non-60 FPS, delay the damn things, get them out right. What you don't want is to have a Redfall situation again. You don't want... This dude's an idiot. Oh, what's he saying? Let's have a listen.
Today I'm going to be playing Path of Exile. Let's dive into it right now. Or anything. Okay, so let's skip the tutorials.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
And figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. Sure, let's just put that in there.
Jeff, don't laugh. Jeff, don't. Oh, damn, Jeff.
So we got a skill point. This is the infamous leveling up tree.
Oh no, I've seen this. He has tried to tell me about this. This is like, this is gonna,
But the problem is I can't put that on. Yeah. I can't. Oh, can I use a sword? I don't really need the tutorials. I've played the game enough. I have to imagine that this is not going to go well using a sword. Ugh, I hate that I keep missing with these spells.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
That's a lot of loot.
I love this fucking game so much. Oh.
Oh, the crabs.
That's a lot of loot.
Get out of here. I don't have any mana. Oh, that's the boss. That was like a boss character. It just nuked me. Oof.
That's funny. Oh, go away. I think this is bad. Oh, God. What's the Epic game launch a free game today? Let's see what the Epic game free game is today. It's a game called 20 Minutes Till Dawn. Any of you heard of it? Annoyed I don't know, given I claimed it. Okay, it's an indie game. Oh, it's a game like Vampire Saviors. It's like, if you like Vampire Saviors, you'll probably like it. You know what? That is one thing I do want to get into, Susano. Actually doing reviews, if I could find the time. I just don't get the games early enough to be able to do reviews. I feel like by the time I get the game, it's already out. And then I do it's going to take me like a week to finish the game if I really try. And then it's going to take me like another week to write and script and edit the review. Like 2 weeks after release, it just feels too late. I mean, Microsoft can drop anything. Fallout 3 Remastered would be... I think that would send people into meltdown. Because I can't agree more. But Hellblade has to be perfect. Now, I think Stalker 2 needs to be perfect as well. I think every Xbox game that comes now has to be polished. It needs to be on point. It needs to be the best it can possibly be. It needs to be 60 FPS. And, you know, it needs to deliver. It's weird. A lot of people are on the camp that Oblivion is better than Skyrim. It's what I hear now. A lot. But folks, is there anything else you wanted me to check out? Anything you wanted me to have a look at? Wasn't planning on doing a stream more than like an hour or so today, but we actually went quite a bit longer because we had quite a bit to talk about. But yeah, this whole situation, I think it's gone. Yeah, it's probably gone. It's probably good that it's gone. With the whole gas giant guy, I think was pretty disgusting. My screen is blurry? Are you sure? Is there any news on Skullbones? Nope. But I'm expecting it to be delayed after the latest beta was horrible. People didn't like it at all.
I've dreamt of this. This place of fear and fury. Do you hear it? The heartbeat of the lost ones.
Did that say what hold on, where is it? Because apparently it said somewhere that it was captured on the Xbox Series X. So this is actually Xbox Series X. So here's the thing, right? With this, they've now said that this is Xbox Series X footage.
This place of
I'm expecting this when it comes out. If they don't deliver on this, they're going to get ruined.
The heartbeat of the
Scalebound would be fucking awesome. Oh man, Persona Reload, free reload is going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. So that's gameplay. I can tell that's gameplay. Characters 3D modeled, bit of pre-rendered in the background. That's pretty much the style that Hellblade always went for. But that looks good.
Each death, inked in blood. I won't stop fighting for them. Until the very last beat fades away.
Wait, Diablo, you think Hellblade 1 looked better? I mean, Hellblade 1 looked good, but not this good. But this is all captured on the Series X.
You want the truth?
No, I saw it.
All the lives inside me tell me to let go. The shadow will always hang over me.
Ah, I see. Well, Reforge said this game looks mid. Reforge said that this game looks graphically mid, gameplay looks mid, lighting looks mid, and the overall game will flop.
What will I become?
Oh, but he says he's not a pony. Play it day one with Game Pass 2024. So it's definitely coming this year. I just want to know what collector's edition is coming out for this. So I can buy it. Gonna be available on console, PC, and cloud. The first one was pivotal in helping me deal with my sister. Oh, wow, that's going deep. Don't want to mention any of that words. But did you know, fun fact, that the first game was almost cancelled? Well, not cancelled, banned. A lot of people tried to get the game banned globally because of how close or how on point it was with the psychosis, and for many it felt quite disturbing. The voices that you would hear in the game were pretty much apparently as close to the real thing as you're going to get. Wayne, play the first one. It's good. And I'm guessing this game leads off of the first one. I think the game's like, what, 15 hours long? Maybe some 18 hours long. It's not too long. Definitely worth playing, man. It's really, really good. It's really, really good. Right, one final video to react to, and then... Oh, actually, I know what I'll put on. I found something the other day. I think Taz sent it to me. It was really funny. Let me find it. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, PS5.
Why the long face?
Just life.
Look, I'm here to take you away from all of that.
Sounds perfect. I really need some time to just game and relax.
Yeah.
Matt, our son wants to use the TV to game and relax.
Well, I'm using the TV.
It wasn't a fucking question.
Fine! Just give me a minute, okay?
No, there is a way we could have our fun in any room of the house.
I'm listening.
Come on out, you little freak. Oh, is it my turn? Yeah! Go me, go me, go me.
PS5, what is that?
It's my mini-me PlayStation Portal.
Oh, so that thing can play PlayStation games anywhere.
Sure can. As long as you have Wi-Fi and your PS5 is turned on. I don't do nothing without my best buddy. You and me and you. Both of us together forever and ever and ever. Yeah, you just need to be connected to the Wi-Fi. And then you can play me in the garage or in the basement or on the toilet or in bed or under the bed. Ooh. Or someone else's bed. Yeah, I got this. Portal. Now I know what you're thinking. I can already stream on my phone using No! That's not as good as me. I'm talking 1080p resolution, okay? At 60 FPS. You know what that stands for? That stands for freaking power stuff. No, it doesn't. Portal, what did we talk about, okay? Look, can you just... And guess how big my screen is, guess. You're never gonna guess. Guess it. 8 inches! And you know what they say about 8 inches, right? Right? I don't know what they say about 8 inches, but it must be pretty good. Hey, PS5, are we gonna hang out? We should hang out. It'd be really cool if we hung out. I don't think that his kid is gonna be watching TV tonight, okay? So me and this guy, we're just gonna keep... And then we could hang. We could hang? After that, we could hang?
A little codependent, isn't she?
Of course I am. Unless I'm connected to an active PS5, I'm basically just like a $200 paperweight. Oh my gosh. PS5, are you gonna tell him about the Bluetooth?
What about the Bluetooth?
We don't have it! We were like, fuck Bluetooth! PS5, you remember when we were hanging out, we were like, Bluetooth sucks big ol' hamster wieners. That conversation literally never happened. And hamsters don't have big... Fine, I believe you. You're so smart. You're so smart and you're so pretty. But yeah, no Bluetooth. I have PlayStation Link.
What the hell is PlayStation Link?
It's Bluetooth, but only for Sony stuff.
So I can't use my wireless headset?
Nope. You have to buy the new PlayStation Pulse Explore earbuds. That was her idea. She was like, these suckers will buy whatever.
These suckers will buy whatever.
So it will have Bluetooth?
Nope. Gotta get the new ones. And they're gonna cost $150.
Okay, well, how do I...
You can't. They're not out yet. But don't worry. We're making a $200 version of them as well. Portal, stop. He can still keep using his hardwired headphones. Yeah! Use those grandpa old hardwire headphones. Yeah! You're freaking him out. You're freaking me out. We're all just a bunch of freaks, huh? What are you doing later? What are you doing later? We should hang out. If you have plans, you should cancel them. We should lock in some plans. We should hang out. Are we gonna hang out now? Are you gonna play me?
I mean, I do have to get off the TV. So you can play any game?
Yeah. As long as they're already downloaded on my buddy over there.
What? You can't even stream? So it's gonna cost me $200.
$400 if you want good sound.
$400 just to play games on my PlayStation that I already own.
As long as you've already downloaded those games.
And it's on a smaller screen.
But you can bring it anywhere. As long as there's Wi-Fi. And remember, she has to be on and connected to the Wi-Fi. I'm pretty cool, right?
Dickhead, you said you were wrapping it up.
Duty's downloaded. So if I wanted to play MW3 while hiding in the laundry room drinking tequila, I could do that?
You could, and please take me with you.
Sold. Let's go, girls.
After that, what are we gonna do? PS5? What do you think we should do? Whatever you think we should do, that's what I think we should do. Oh my god. Yeah.
I don't know, I thought that was quite funny. I thought that was really, really funny when I saw it. Taz sent that to me earlier, but I thought that was really, really funny. They just completely and utterly destroyed the PS Portal. Oh. But hey, there's this. Where's that guy? Where's that guy? Let me see if I can find him. Do I have him somewhere? Do I have him? Do I have him? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I might not have him here. No, I don't have him. But that heart guy, he was saying that the PS Portal can run the PlayStation 5 games at 60 FPS. Oh shit, this is new. Halo Infinite is Rectify Gaming Best Ongoing Game Award winner. That's more like it. That's more like it. That's what we want to see. Resident Evil 4 on iPhone 15 Pro is clear improvement over Village and perfectly fine as a mobile experience, but we're not quite at the PS4 AAA level just yet. But if you've already got the phone, you don't look at the cost of the phone. So that's the thing I don't get, right? Fuck knows where my iPhone 15 is. I thought it was around here somewhere. I never use it. Nope. But like my workplace already sent me a iPhone 15 to use as a work phone, but I can do pretty much whatever I want with it. So at that point, it hasn't cost me a damn thing. And if you bought it on contract, it's not cost you a damn thing. You're paying your contract. Best graphics ever. I am looking forward to seeing what the Switch 2 looks like. Do you think it's going to have like a dual screen? Because that's going to be interesting. Dragon's Dogma is another one. Which PlayStation game is coming out at the same time as this? Ah, that's right. Helldivers is coming out the same time as Dragon's Dogma. RIP Helldivers. It looks like Sony really didn't learn anything. Devastator, I'm just hoping the Switch 2 has a browser. If it has a browser that, like, I don't know, Chrome or Edge, then I can literally use that as a machine to stream GeForce Now and xCloud on it. Win-win. And I really don't think Nintendo's going to care. Well, they might care. But they might not care. But like, they released Elden Ring, and Sony thought, we're going to release Forbidden West, and we will outsell Elden Ring. They got bitch slapped so hard that they probably, you'd think that they'd learned their lesson. But no, they want to go toe-to-toe now with Dragon's Dogma. It makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. And I was looking for something, but I don't think I'm going to find it. I think this was a bit weird, right? Brad Smith went back on what he said. I think that's a sign of weakness. But I know why he's doing it. If you've seen this, right? Let me go back up. This over here. So after UK regulators approved Microsoft's Activision's deal in October, Brad Smith roused back on criticism of the UK, saying the CMA has been tough and fair. And there's a reason why he's saying all this. Because Microsoft are gearing up for another acquisition. So they're trying to butter up the CMA by saying, look, you guys were right, we were wrong, all good stuff. You know, all that bending the knee. This is all signs that they're gearing up for another acquisition. Take it easy, Josh. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's all PR talk, yeah. This is all them buttering up the CMA, giving them that good PR, giving them that pro benefit that they're looking for. You know, the fact that Brad Smith is now talking about the CMA in a positive light looks really good globally. It gives the CMA that bit more of a established power now that they are separate from the EU to be more independent, giving them a bit more of that foothold that the CMA wants. I think Microsoft are doing all of this because they're gearing up to do another, to buy another studio or publisher. I think that's what's happening there. Now, not Square Enix. I think they're going to go for a studio. I don't think they're going for a publisher. But if they were going for a publisher, I think the cheapest one, well, one of the cheap, I think a really cheap one on the market right now is EA, right? EA is like 35 billion. And look at us saying cheap. Or is it 35 million? I think it's 35 million, right? I think, see, everyone is saying Crystal Dynamics, right? I don't think they should buy Crystal Dynamics. I don't think they should go for Crystal Dynamics. I know they're working on Perfect Dark, right? What they should do with Crystal Dynamics is approach the staff members and say, hey, you're on this much money. How about if I offered you this much money and just take the staff? The talent is more important than the IP. So that's how they can get around the whole buying Crystal Dynamics without buying Crystal Dynamics. They won't get the IP, of course, but then they could get into a separate deal with Embracer after that and then just buy the thing. Mate, I think Legacy of Kain is a foregone conclusion. If they buy Sega, which I don't think they're going to buy Sega, by the way. I think Sega's in a position right now where they've got a good relationship with Microsoft, so I don't see that happening. But I can see all of the games remaining multi-plat. But they'll be on Game Pass day one. I don't think they'll remove the Sega games off PlayStation. Because at that point, PlayStation's going to start to run out of money real quick. Have a good night, Wayne.
People are saying Sony ain't got no games. They got games. They have a lot of games. They just haven't shown them.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny. That was funny. Man, I'm looking for one thing that I saw, but I can't see it. I'm gonna have to leave it till probably Friday now. They got games, man. They got games. They're just not showing them, but we got these imaginary games that are coming along. We got them, folks. We got them. We got them. When has Sony released 3 AAA first-party games in a year consecutively, year after year? They've always depended on third-party support. Free games, free games, free games. Quantum Error. Oh, God. Don't remind people. They still want me to play that game. Stop talking about Quantum Error. I don't want to play Quantum Error. But yeah. My dude's crazy. It didn't beat Saber workouts. Nah, that's not what it's about, man. That's not what it's about. Here you go. This is what I was looking for. Simply get a PS Portal which plays PS5 games at 60 FPS. Does someone want to let him know that the PS Portal doesn't play PS5 games at 60 FPS? They unbend. I actually wanted to pick up this Resident Evil on the iPhone, but damn, is it expensive. I don't think it's worth the money they're asking for. Not on the iPhone. But to the two that got the answers right, I know Squiggle was one of them, and there was someone else. I can't remember who it was, but reach out to me on Discord after the stream. Imagine Elden Ring first expansion dropping next to a Sony first party game. Oh man, that would be cold. That would be cold if FromSoft did that to Sony again. Oh shit, that would. Oh my god. I think Sony at that point just turn around and say, "Fuck this," throw the towel in, and say, "Have a nice day." We earlier on in the stream, I asked the chat how many hours of cutscenes are there in Metal Gear Solid 4, and what is the longest cutscene in minutes on Metal Gear Solid 4 without searching on YouTube or on Google or YouTube or anything. It took a while, but random guesses, people got there in the end. And so I promise I'll give them a little something. So when they reach out, I will send them a code or something. The answer is not 36. The game is 18 hours long. But if you're talking about in minutes, 36 is way too low, by the way. Agreed, Madlocks. If you buy an iPhone, you're buying it for the phone. Right? The fact that you can play Resident Evil on it is an added benefit, as you say. There is 8 hours of cutscenes, yes. And then how many minutes? It did, Diablo. It did. And someone landed virtually on the money. So I thought I'd give it. They were 1 minute off, so I thought I'd give it. 420 minutes for a cutscene. Do you work for Sony? Jesus. 420. Now, the longest cutscene in Metal Gear Solid 4 was 71 minutes. But we'll do these little kind of things from time to time. Thinking all cutscenes together. I'll do these like little mini giveaways in the chat from time to time. So they'll be spontaneous, but it'll be fun. But folks, that's going to be it for tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out. I am going to try and do these like streams on 2-3 times a week. Fridays will definitely continue. I'm going to try to keep Tuesdays consistent. And if I can do it either on Wednesday or Thursday, I'll try and do one in midweek. Or maybe have one for like Sunday instead, depending on time. I haven't figured out the third one, but I want to keep like Tuesday and Friday going at the moment for the new year to see how it goes. So hopefully you're enjoying it. Hopefully you're enjoying the hanging out. I appreciate you all turning up. I hope you've all had a fantastic new year, and I will see you all on Friday. Or if you watch my videos, you'll probably catch another one tomorrow. Tomorrow's video, I might do 2 videos tomorrow because I want to do a breakdown of just some stuff in Final Fantasy 14. If I can get that done for tomorrow, I'm going to release that probably in the evening and see what I can do elsewhere. Right, everyone. When does Final Fantasy 14 come to Xbox? Between the 16th of Jan and the 3rd of February. But I'm going to have a video that covers all of that. I think, let me just show this real quick before I go. It should be here. That's the new Dawn Trail. That was revealed, but... Oh, that's an event I do want to do. Dawn Trail, where was it? December, Jan. They literally tweeted it today. I mean, I'm 100% sure they tweeted it today because I quote tweeted it. There you go. Mark your calendars, Xbox fans. July. I don't know what the hell that one's for. Final Fantasy 14, Xbox Series X and S open beta test is scheduled to begin mid-January to February. So they haven't got a specific date, but that's the window that it's going to open up. And then that will continue until we get close to Dawn Trail, where they'll offer the game for you to be able to buy. I think they're going to be able to offer you the game to buy probably about halfway through, or maybe even as soon as the beta opens, where it will open up the game all the way up until Shadowkeep. But the beta is going to be free anyway. So definitely worth checking out. I'm on Lite server on EU. NA and EU is separate, unfortunately. So do keep that in mind. But if anyone is on those on Lite data center, I'll see you in Eorzea. Right. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night and remain legend. Power World does look good. It does. I was streaming it not too long ago. Anime. I don't know if the beta is going to allow me to use my account, and I don't want to start a fresh account, but we'll see. But at least I'll be able to stream it with you, like play it with you guys on the Xbox, because it's going to be crossplay anyway. It's crossplay and cross save. But I'll have a video of all the details probably tomorrow or the next day. Right. Have a good one, folks.